What's up, guys? Nepenthes here, and welcome to episode number 3 of the FUT Draft Champions run. Obviously, this is going to be entry 3 in our little test here. As you'll see by the screen right now, off the back of entry 2, we won the draft, which is absolutely fantastic. So we've got now 5 wins and 1 loss in entry 2, which is a total cost of 30,000 coins. But with the packs that we earned from yesterday's, or the last episode, should I say, we gained now 77,500 coins worth of packs, with giving us a net pack gain of 47,500. That would so far get us bronze 1 in FUT Champs, which obviously isn't still great. I think we're ahead so far in the draft. But what's interesting, and based on the comments from you guys, is that number one, we are going to have to factor in the FUT Rivals rewards. So we'll do that after the 30 games based on where we, how many points we would get and what division we would be in, where that would get us on average. So we'll factor in the FUT Rivals packs at the very end. But also something to note is that, people have pointed out, and rightfully so, that in FUT Champs, you get very specific packs, and in FUT Draft, you get very random packs. And so that obviously has to be factored in. But this was more of going to be a relatively light-hearted experiment, not something that was too by the book, if you like. A relatively light-hearted experiment, just to see, if I get a net pack value of 300,000 or 400,000 coins worth of packs after 30 games of draft, is it going to be better realistically than Champs? Whereas with Champs, you got to play the 30 games, and then you only get specific packs, and you only get them a specific time. Versus in FUT Draft, you can get the a random assortment of packs, but you can get them when you want them, which I think has a big impact. So I'm going to take Gareth Bale here as my first player. I do want to go for as many FUT Stars players as possible. Once again, funnily enough, stupidly in many regards, we'll take that Hernandez card there. Stupidly in many regards, I played 2 drafts outside of recording those drafts for this video, and I won both drafts. And so I kind of wish I did just record those and put them in, because I think they would have been good for the series. Ooh, Calvert-Lewin again with a Hunter card. We used him in the last draft, and I would prefer to use him as a wide cam, but with a Hunter chem style, he's okay. Harry Kane as well. With Harry Kane's jumping not being great, but his heading being good, his height being really nice, 4-star weak foot as well. Harry Kane could be quite useful. Diego Costa with that boost, the screen boost that he's got, could also be quite useful. We've got 3 attackers that we could do here. I'm going to take Harry Kane. The reason why I'm going to take Harry Kane is because I still would like to get a 190. 189 is my highest draft, I do believe. And we'll take Kevin De Bruyne in there as well, which is phenomenal. Yeah, 190 is what I'm looking for. The 192, obviously, currently is the highest rated draft. I'm going to go... Ooh. I could take Luka Modric because he's nice and high rated. Or I could take Nainggolan, who would actually make a good CM and soft links to KDB and allows us an opportunity to get Team of the Year Modric as a second pick, which we didn't get, but we did get N'Golo Kante. So once again, not quite the Team of the Year version, which sucks a little bit. But our draft is coming along nicely. I feel like we've actually got, for the first time in a long time, quite a well-balanced draft. Doucouré, yeah, I think Doucouré is going to be the one. French, wrong chem style. We'll have to get a shadow for him to apply it on at one stage or another, but not bad at all. Nainggolan's on 8 chem regardless of the left back, so I'll take any favourable left back, and I will take Ronaldo. As a Spaniard, we should hopefully be able to get someone to link him. We have got someone to link him by way of PK. However, I feel like we'd be better served taking Virgil van Dijk. Once again, we're not getting the Team of the Year versions. The reason why I'd prefer to take Van Dijk is because we've got such a high Premier League theme. That Dutch link, I'm going to take it. I'm going to risk it. I am going to risk it. It is a big risk as well, but I am going to risk it. And then in our right back spot, now the Frenchman with a shadow chem style kind of works a little bit for us. We don't have anything else that works. Like we could take Lecuy here, but he doesn't link to anybody. I guess we go for the Frenchman, and we're going to take Amiens here because I hope he's not my right back at the end of the draft. And I hope to use his shadow chem style to benefit me one stage during the draft. Now, sadly, we got Fabianski as our Premier League goalkeeper. We didn't get a Dutch goalkeeper or a Dutch league goalkeeper, so we're going to have to take Fabianski, and that is tough. I like the team so far. I feel like we're not far off building a spectacular team. Who's going to be the better goalkeeper for us off Chem? I think Szczesny with a glove is probably the best that we can hope for, and obviously we can get a Chiellini or something in defence, which doesn't look like it's coming. Do we take Christian Fuchs here and play him in that left-back role just to get a bit of chem and then sub Grimaldo on? Do we take Calabria, who does have a special card? I think we take Calabria for that shadow card again. We pop him in and then we swap these two around. And then we swap these two around. And that gives us a little chem boost. Only a small chem boost, but it gives us a chem boost. So not too bad there. A few more defensive picks to come. Hopefully a nice pick for us. Fabinho. Ooh, Fabinho's the one, isn't he? He is going to be the one. We'll take Fabinho. We'll pop him on. That boosts up to 98 chemistry, which is obviously great. And we'll use De Ligt as a sub. And do you know what I would do? I would actually sub him on at fullback. Because of this new crossing meta, having tall fullbacks is going to be really important. Now for our few midfield picks here. Nothing major there that I care about. We'll take Nani, a pretty good card there. 5-star, which is obviously very nice. And we'll definitely take Felipe Anderson as well. A fantastic super sub for us, which I can't be too displeased about. And then last but not least, for our attacker on the bench, Calvert-Lewin is back. Now, I could take a Cardi. I think I'm going to take Calvert-Lewin. I think he'll be a good sub for us. Hawk chem style this time instead of the Hunter, but not too bad at all. A few bench picks to go. Sidibe, would he be better for us at left back? He would get probably the same chemistry and it wouldn't impact Kante's chemistry. Heaton with a glove, is he better than Fabianski? Probably not. The goalkeeper's going to really hurt me here. I'm going to take Heaton. Let's compare him. So he's got more diving, less handling, more kicking, which is quite irrelevant, less reflexes, more positioning, and a better chem style in general. So we'll throw Heaton in there. I think that's going to be a lot better for us. 3 more picks to go. Acosta. Oh, Inaki Williams will be a really good fun super sub to have. And he gives us the benefit of a Hunter chem style, which is quite nice. Next up, Kondogbia doesn't quite fit. Eden Hazard is what we're going to do. We're going to get nowhere close to our 190 in this setup, sadly. Oh, Mendy there is a really good... It's a shame it's not his special card, but we will take him and we will play him and we will sub Grimaldo on. So that's what the team's going to look like, guys. I just got to do the chem styles. I know people don't really interested in watching me do these on camera, so I'm going to do this off camera and I will be right back. All right, so I've thrown the chem styles in where I want them, guys. Let's go and get our final pick for this squad to see what we're going to end up putting in. I don't mind taking Hulk as another sub. We've got quite a lot of super subs, if you like. Let me rearrange the squad very briefly here. Just to make sure that we've got our players in the right positions. For those of you that are wondering what the chem style switch is, I do have a video out about it. So if you just search on the channel for draft chem style glitch, you can find it real simple, real easy, and get involved in that. That puts us up there. Who's the final player that we're missing? Who am I missing here? Oh, Eden Hazard for Calabria right back. So that's where we're at with the team. It's going to be quite a high-rated team, actually. We should be able to get it up to a nice 187. I have more players on the bench than I know what to do with. I wonder... No, that wouldn't be a benefit. Yeah, I mean, my bench is absolutely fantastic. The fact that Hulk and Inaki Williams don't even make the bench is quite surprising. Now, I would like a French league manager, preferably, or a French manager. We don't get one. I suppose Pep would be the one. Or do we want the Serie A manager? Is Allegri going to be better for us? Hello, I'm trying to change here. Gets 8 and 8 on him. Probably is better because all the Premier League players get 10 chem anyway. So we'll take Allegri there. and that gets us our team to a 187. Now, the team itself is okay. Kane and Hernandez up front is nice. Kante, De Bruyne, and Nainggolan's very nice. Doucouré not ideal. So I think what I'll do is I'll bring on someone potentially like De Ligt to go into that CDM role, because my two centre-backs are also quite nice in Van Dijk and Fabinho. My full-backs are a bit of a problem. So subbing on Grimaldo, maybe I'll sub on De Ligt for one full-back role and Grimaldo for the other full-back role, and then save someone like Hazard or Bale for up front. Whatever happens, we got some good options there. So that, guys, is going to be the squad. Let's get in to the action. Okay, guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has a much better team than me, which is always frustrating. I feel like in draft recently, since Team of the Year specifically, every time I try and build a draft, I end up getting slaughtered with my picks. I very rarely get Team of the Year cards. I very rarely get the high-end cards. And although we've got a couple of good players here today, you know, we didn't get Team of the Year Kante. We didn't get team like one of the other Team of the Years that we got. I struggle to get really good defenders and such. And although team isn't everything, you know, I'm sure some people are going to point that out, that I personally think that player skill is more important. And even in draft, you know, even if you came up against like an insane team, I still think player skill is more important. But it does have some impact. You know, it has enough impact to the point where coming up against a good player with an exceptional draft team will just make it really difficult. So I was concerned specifically with my fullbacks and my goalkeeper in this draft. Heaton obviously being an utter liability. And into the second team, we come up against another just remarkable squad. 86 Lala, Team of the Year Ramos, David De Gea in form, Raul's prime, Neymar 93, Paul Pogba, Mo Salah in form, Eriksen, who's a great card, in form PK, like another great team. And it was another game that I felt like I had to work extra hard for. Like some drafts are just easy. Some drafts when I get Team of the Year Ronaldo's and Team of the Year Modric's and players like that, you know, Neymar's and Team of the Year Neymar's and such, it becomes relatively easy to just create and score and get good goals. With this team, not only did I have to, you know, really work hard defensively, because Harry Kane is not the fastest, and because you know, my cam wasn't exactly ideal for the role, for the formation, and because I'm so used to playing with the two wide cams for abusing the headers, it did make it a little bit tricky. However, we got 2-3-0 victories into the semi-final there, which is great against a tough opponent in the second round. I did dominate by the end of it because he kind of stopped playing. But into the semi-final we go, guys, and we come up against another absolutely insane team. Team of the Year De Gea, Van Dijk, and Ronaldo. The new future stars Aouar, Icon Hadji, inform Paul Pogba. He's also got Insigne and Mo Salah. Just great players in general. And then his fullbacks as well are quite weak, so I was hoping to be able to utilise those to my advantage. And that's exactly what I did straight off a kickoff. Harry Kane just getting down that left-hand side, finessing that past David De Gea. And then the aids started to kind of kick in for me. So we get the first tackle here straight from kickoff. The ball drops straight back to this guy. I read his pass and get a good interception there with Doucouré. Sadly, the ball drops to him through another tackle. And then 3 passes later, it's in the back of the net. So after going 1-0 up and getting a time finesse shot, of course, this guy ends up just equalising straight away after me breaking him down a few times, and that was frustrating to concede like that. That, however, wasn't the most frustrating goal I conceded in this game. This was Mendy in loads of space, no reason at all to control the ball into the back of the net, let alone stretch for that. He could easily have just taken possession, and that put me 2-1 down. After going 2-1 down, this guy played super defensive, parked the bus, just tried to see the game out almost, and eventually I pulled it back to 2-2. But sadly, in the 89th minute, he ended up getting a free shot there with Cristiano Ronaldo, and having Heaton in goal, that wasn't even a time finesse, that was just a finesse. And having Heaton in goal was just always going to cause issues. You can see there, Heaton only 2 saves, De Gea 5 saves. In a game that I generally controlled, my man hit me on the counters with that CR7. It was too much to deal with, so we end up losing in the semi-final. That, guys, is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get in to the packs. Alright, guys, so semi-final loss in today's draft. Isn't it hilarious that the 2 drafts that I did off this series, I won, and then only one of the 3 that I've done on this series have I won, losing in the second round, the semi-final, and the final, which is actually kind of good for the series because it gives a good mix of rewards. Devastated how I lost that game. That guy, after going 2-1 up against me, He with the luckiest goal, you know, Mendy reaching for a ball he had no reason to stretch for, tapping it into his own goal. Like, honestly, just no good reason for that to happen. There's no good reason for us to concede that goal there. At 2-1, the guy then just sat back. He went on ultra defensive, and I had to work so incredibly hard to get back into the game. And then when I got back in at 2-2, he came off of being just ultra defense and started to try and play again. And it was the 89th minute or so that we eventually conceded to CR7. You know, he just had a considerably better team than me. And he was also a good player. And that makes, you know, that obviously makes the biggest of differences. So sad to go out in the semi-final to such, just, you know, the deciding goal ultimately in the game. And the game decider ultimately was that Mendy goal. Because if at 1-1, we're still playing an open game, potentially I get 2-1 up and then it's a different game. 2-1 to him when he tries to shut the game out from a goal that just shouldn't be conceded is heartbreaking. And then after that, obviously, we lose 3-2. So the Mendy own goal was literally the deciding factor, which sucks, but such is FIFA. Now, there's 2 rewards that you ever get from here, and I've got the worst one. My account, I know I'm on some supposed red list, but my account has to be, it absolutely has to be notched for the worst draft rewards. Okay, in the packs, maybe the contents can be quite good, but most people that I see lose in the semi-final of the draft get a 25k pack and a 15k pack. I always only ever get a 7.5k pack and a 15k pack, and in general, for what you get out of draft, where you're supposed to get like more than your entry fee and whatever, for getting to the third round, the semi-final, 1 game away from the final, to get only, if I were to pay for coins, I could have bought a 15k pack, and all I've got on top of that is 1 7.5k pack. So, pretty tough luck there. But as I said, it's all part and parcel of the series. It's not about how much profit we do or don't make. It's about how much pack value we get from our rewards, and how that is comparative to the FUT Champions run that we would put with the same amount. So no walkouts here, obviously. No boards coming out here either. We're going to get ourselves De Jong there, which is hilarious since he does have an SBC card right now. And I will struggle to make profit unless I get something very good by way of consumables. Centre forwards cam card or a hunter or shadow card or something. I will struggle to make profit off of this. We get a CM to CDM, which is okay. No, it's not really. A striker to centre forward, not really worth all that much either. Architect on wall. So yeah, if this was for Draft the Glory, I wouldn't even make profit off of this one. But that, guys, is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.